With so much content whizzing around out there, there's only one storytelling platform that helps you keep calm and stay informed and inspired. Flipboard. Flipboard curates the world's stories so you can be smarter in your work, life, and play. Choose from thousands of topics to personalize Flipboard and get the latest stories from the best publishers and experts delivered to you 24/7. When you see stories that you want to save or share, tap the plus button to add them to private or public collections. It's that simple. Used by millions of people every day, Flipboard is how people move themselves and the world forward. Get started now at flipboard.com. Again, that's flipboard.com.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of Unedited, lucky number 13. I'm your host, and as always, I'm joined by Alex, my co-host. How you doing tonight, Alex?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling very productive today.
How so?
Well, since you asked, we'll hop right into it. I've been working on my own music the last few days, and it's feeling pretty good. I won't go into detail because I'll feel like a self-imposed kind of artiste, but it's going good.
No way. No way. You're a musician?
Yeah, you didn't know?
How long have you been a musician?
For about 26 years. Yeah.
You're not even 26 years old, man.
I know. People are amazed by it. It's pretty impressive.
You blew that Ray Charles guy out of the water. Jeez.
I know. I was doing it before I was even born. And that guy was doing it blind. Like, what the fuck was he up to?
I guess your hair should have been a dead giveaway. I should have seen the signs, the band tees, the wristbands, dead giveaways. But you know me, missed the forest full of trees. So, in case you folks don't know, it's a Monday night, and Alex and I are just chatting. We don't really have a plan. We don't have a rubric. We're just having our little conversation, and we're allowing you in on it, you know? We've been in talks about doing the podcast live on YouTube as well as recording here, just so you guys have the opportunity to have your voices heard while we're recording. If that sounds interesting to you, let us know. Contact us on the Facebook page, in the Snapchat, on the Instagram, wherever, and let us know if that's something you're interested in. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Yeah. And if we do it live and you're there and we don't like your question, we will insult your mother.
Or the most appropriate parent.
Oh, yeah, or your father. Yeah.
Yeah, or your father, I mean.
Or your foster father.
Yeah, I mean, there's no discrimination and no prejudice. Like we'll just rip on whoever.
If you admit that you do not have parents or foster parents, then we'll just call you an asshole. You know, it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, cut right to the chase. Yeah. So, what's kind of cool, guys, is I don't know if you've had the opportunity to hear it yet, but we have like sponsorship on our podcast now. And you may have heard it just before you heard us talking now, or you're going to hear it after. But we're like legit, guys. And I hate it when people say legit. It's legitimate, you fucking tool. Anyways, yeah, we've got sponsors.
Is that directed at me?
No, just society. Because
I feel like that's directed at me because I've used legit as a legit term lately, legitly.
Yeah, and I mean, technically it's a word, but it's always bugged me. And you know what? It bugs me even more now because I use it, and I'm like, I hate you, I hate myself. I hate you, I hate myself. I hate you, I hate myself. Anyways, that's the cycle.
Is that like one of those phrases that you catch yourself using, and then after you say it, you hate yourself?
It's like verbal VD. It's just like, it's legit, bro. And then I'm like, ew, I need to wash my mouth out.
Like, it's lit, fam.
Or like, for instance, that Kanye West song and little Chump or whoever, you know,
I love you. I love it.
That guy in prison, you know, that guy. I like it, but guess what? I think that they play on like I think the lyrics don't matter so much as like the rhythm, and then they pull people in, and they're like, let's combine sex with a catchy rhythm, and then the lyrics don't matter.
That's like that's music in general.
No, it isn't. Some music has deeper meaning.
Some. Yeah.
Well, like, not today's music as much, right? Because nowadays it's like people are like, ooh, shiny. Like the equivalent of a fucking moth to a lamp. They're like, new thing, like this. Yes, more of, please. You know, back in the day, I feel like people had to actually bare their soul, and now it's like, click that like button. Anyway.
Well, at the end of the day, when it comes to music, I feel like there's 3 factors when it comes to music that people are in it for. There's the money, there's the fame,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the music. And
you're forgetting other things, but that's all.
What are you talking about, like politics and whatever?
No, like the groupies.
Well, that kind of comes with the fame, I think. I'd feel like
okay. I guess you could wrap it in there with that. Yeah, I suppose.
It's very open ended, but like I feel like there, you know, because the money can tie into the fame too. I mean, it all ties in together. But even Pink Floyd had admitted that, like, at a certain point, they were in it for the money.
I mean, they had a song called Money.
Yeah, exactly. That was the whole point.
Money.
Grab that cash with both hands and make a stash.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong, you know, with being in it for the money. There isn't, as long as you're providing somebody or providing the people that trust you and rely on you for good content, as long as you're providing them with something that has value. I mean, what is Kanye even up to these days? Like, what the hell is that shit? And then, I mean,
to stay on subject of that song, yeah, I feel like that song definitely. I agree with everything that you say. That
was 2 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing with Kanye. He'll release a song that's that long, and it'll be a bullshit song, like that Scoop De Boop. You remember that for a minute?
I'd rather not.
Whoop, whoopity scoop, scoopity whoop. He released that. That's real.
He's probably just pushing his luck to see how far it goes. You know, that's beside the point. What are we becoming as a society? And I realize there's going to be a bunch of 13, 14, 15-year-olds that are going to be like, you don't know what you're talking about, fam, bro. Totally. What do kids say nowadays? Nowadays.
Nowadays.
No. I know. I was going to say nowadays, and then I corrected myself, and then I said, no, wait. It's funnier if I just say what I was going to say. Nowadays. But no, I mean, nowadays it's like they say some ridiculous stuff. Like you could write a book with all of the new phrases that have come out and new sayings. But I digress. They're probably looking at me like, you don't know what music is, old man. Right, because, 25's an old man nowadays, apparently, because of the way technology has advanced. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I out of line here? Like, maybe I am the guy on his lawn yelling at a bunch of fucking dweebs running around. I don't know. Maybe I'm to that point. Alex, do you have anything else to add to that or no?
Well, my issue with music lately is that people like to put age on it for some reason.
I have no age on music. I mean,
well, I've noticed that some people would say something like along the lines of, "Wow, that song was so good. But that was pretty old. It came out like 10 years ago." And I'm like,
I
"Yeah,
hate that.
yeah." I say the same thing. I'm like, "Yeah, but it's still a good song." It's like, "Yeah, but it's old. Like the 10 years is not old." Someone said that like I was listening to Perfect Circle.
Oh, nice.
They're still relatively, I'd say they're a newer band. I mean, within the 20 years, yeah. But someone said, "Oh yeah, that song, that was like I listened to that in high school, whatever." I'm like, okay, it's weird.
That has nothing to do with me right now, does it?
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Actually, consider this, somebody who's like in their 40s, to our 25, and they're like, "Oh, you can't listen to that. That's so old."
What?
That's not a part. Yeah, somebody said, "You can't listen to that. You're only you're only this age." It's like, really? Because I enjoy it. No, you're too young for that music. It's like, no, I'm not. Actually, this speaks to me more than a lot of things do nowadays.
Right.
I mean, I listen to songs for the message, for what the artist may have been feeling at the time that they wrote it, Not so much for the poopity scoop to whoop to whoop, That's but we got on the topic of music, and that could be a pretty heated topic for people like you or I. I mean, you're a musician, whereas I'm just kind of propped up by music, if that makes sense.
Right.
I need it in my day to day. Like, I'll start to get like withdrawals if I don't hear, whatever song is in my head for the soundtrack in that day.
Right.
I start to be like, I start to go, okay, if I get a break, I'm going to go listen to this song. Or when I get back to the house, I need to hear this and everything that's similar to this. And I'll sit there and I'll listen for at least an hour and a half.
It's almost kind of, if you're in like an angry, we'll say, Soundgarden mood.
Yeah.
You'll listen to like probably Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam and stuff like that. But
Chris Cornell's solo stuff too.
Yeah. We could talk about his stuff all day, but we've talked about that in depth already.
Yeah, we have.
But
so,
yeah. What?
I have a question. I don't know if we're through that previous conversation yet, or
I'm good. What's the question?
I just have a question. So I'm going to ask you a question that's yes or no, and I just want you to answer yes or no. Have you ever said, "I want to die"?
Yes.
Just flat out, "I want to die. I just want to die." Yeah, or something to that effect. I'll say yes, I have too. But is it that we want to die, or is it the fact that we think that what we want is unattainable, therefore death seems like the easier option than living without what we are after?
I feel like I just want to die.
I think I don't think that's true. I think that if you didn't have to, now nobody has to do anything, but if you didn't feel stuck in the cage of your reality, if you felt like I am doing the thing that I want to do, then you probably wouldn't want to die. You'd feel you had a purpose. You wouldn't feel like a cog in the machine.
Not necessarily. I feel like with wanting to die, I feel like that, depression. We've talked about depression too much on this, but we'll delve into it again. Um, with
There are different facets.
with that kind of want or whatever, it's weird to phrase.
Desire.
You could be doing something that you really like, and you could be getting something that you really want, and still feel like shit. Like you could have like your ideal woman laying on top of you, doing the nasty, and then right afterwards you could be like, man, I still want to die. This is
You know what a lot of women would say?
what?
You just haven't met the right woman yet. That's what a lot of women would say. Okay, maybe, ladies, I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you wouldn't say that, but I like to think that most women are confident. At least
that was my point a little more, I think.
You might.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I just use that as an example. You could be going to the concert. You could be meeting Corey Taylor. I mean, I know you love Corey Taylor. And, like, the first thing you say to him would be like, hey, Corey, I want to die.
I mean, I guess if we're looking at it cosmically or, like, in the grand scheme of things, one person seems pretty insignificant, right? You might think you're just a blip on the map. You might just think, well, what's the difference if they turn my light off? Like, it doesn't change all the rest of the stuff. Or what's it gonna matter if I live to be 80 that I did this today? Like, why can't I go tomorrow? Right?
Right.
I mean, I guess maybe that's why that want to die is still there. But maybe it's about finding an existence where you look forward to the next day. Because isn't that what wanting to live is?
Yeah. That's literally is. Finding that reason to look forward to the next day and be happy about it.
Well, you don't necessarily even have to be happy every day, but it could be something that you care about enough or drives you enough that carries over into the next day. So maybe I should have rephrased my initial question, but if you had that thing, I mean, would it change it? Like, because that thing exists.
I feel like it would take a while for it to change. If you got the thing, it wouldn't be overnight. Oh shit! It wouldn't be overnight. You would you would still have the feeling of this can't be real. This is like doubt. I'm sorry, I'm stammering a lot. I'm thinking of my words before I say them.
Holy shit! That's not common practice nowadays. What are you, an Einstein?
That's one of the reasons why I say like and a lot is I'm using those as like placeholders.
You're lying. You're lying. It's okay if you're lying. I get it.
I mean, I'm not trying to be. That's why I'm talking like William Shatner. But yeah, it wouldn't be overnight. It would take a while for you to fall out of that stoop, I feel.
Yeah. Purpose. Maybe the word is purpose. Purpose is the thing that you look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's what picks you up when you're not feeling like there's a point cosmically.
Well, the way I think about it is, let's say a guy tries to commit suicide and he fails, and he goes to a mental institution for a couple months, and then they say, "Well, you're good to go." And then he goes and lives at Disneyland. Like the first night at Disneyland, do you think he's going to be immediately happy?
I think I would hate Disneyland in general, personally.
Okay, Cedar Point, fucking Florida rides, Titanic, some shit.
Titanic? That's a bad example, my friend.
I know, because it's all going to come crashing down.
You're saying, imagine it's a place that he really likes, and he's like, wow, life is really working out.
Yeah, but after that whole scenario of like trying to kill yourself, do you think he would, the first night he would be, oh, okay, I'm in my happy place. I should be happy. Or do you think it would be like, no, I'm still clearly,
I think he would still be clearly,
Yeah.
But that touches on.
Chuck E. Cheese is still a sad kid.
That's a fair analogy. I like that. But what I'm saying is, that's it touches on that whole topic of like rehabilitation and like being medicated and all this other stuff. I don't necessarily believe that medication's a good recourse. I think that that's a cop-out, and I think and I know I'm going to get like super heat for this. I think that it takes away a person's ability to manage their own emotions on their own, to manage their emotions on their own is what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, this bowling ball weighs 15 pounds, and you want to learn to bowl with this 15-pound bowling ball. Cool. Is it too heavy? Oh, you're having trouble picking it up? Instead of having the person learn to carry it themselves, you've got I don't know, fucking Tom. Let's call him Tom. Tom holds one side of the bowling ball every time you go to bowl. But then one day, Tom isn't there, and that shit just falls to the ground. And you're like, ah! Because fucking Zoloft Tom isn't around. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You gotta learn to shoulder the weight on your own, or you're gonna be ill-equipped to handle it when the medication isn't there, and it'll be way worse than before.
Yeah, because Tom is supposed to help you be able to carry the ball on your own eventually.
Like, yeah, I guess maybe he takes a finger off at a time, but is that really how it works?
Finger off. The bowling ball analogy is a pretty terrible analogy.
No, it's a good analogy.
How do you take a finger off?
With a pair of wire snips.
But
I'm kidding.
The point I want to make is, you want to lift this bowling ball, so you get Zoloft Tom to come over and help you. Like you said, the whole point of him being there is to help you be able to do it on your own. It's like therapy. You get yourself back to a point to where you don't need Zoloft Tom anymore. No one wants to be on medication their entire life, but people do turn it into a crutch, and then it turns into Zoloft Tom being Zoloft crutch.
Well, my thing is, you take, and this is a totally inaccurate measure, but you take 5 milligrams, for instance. 5 milligrams doesn't cut it anymore because you got used to 5 milligrams. Then they have to up your dosage to 10, 15, 20, 200. And then before you know it, you can't even get off the stuff because instead of going down, they're going up. You see my point?
Right.
Well, doc, this shit ain't working anymore. Well, that's because you need stronger shit. Here's heroin. Sound good? Sure thing. I was trying to die in the first place, so here we go. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Recovering addicts, that was a little, yeah. And current addicts, you probably don't give a shit. I'm all about mental health awareness and care and all that stuff. But I think people are too quick to write scripts. And I think people are too quick to just say, is this going to fix all my problems? And the doctor will say, yeah. And then you're just like, cool. And then with this assumption that it's fixing all your problems, that's not the case. It's just like going on a diet's not going to fix your weight problem without exercise.
Right.
I mean, you need to do the work with your mental health. You can't just think that taking a pill is going to fix it. I don't know. It's a balance thing. Okay, I'm fine. That was my rant. Ran over. But
I think it's fair to say that you're very anti pharmaceutical.
a little background with me, I don't mind saying this, but a close loved one of mine had an addiction to opiates. For a surgery that happened 3 years before, and they just never got off the medication. And they were out of it all the time because they got hooked. And that happens to so many people without being specific.
Right.
And I think that doctors, what?
It happens way too often.
It does. And I mean, the kind of hell that those medications play on your organs is ridiculous. I mean, I'm talking kidney failure, liver failure, having to have your gallbladder removed, all kinds of crazy shit. Memory loss,
psychosis, paranoia,
suicidal thoughts. Anyways, the fact is, guys, if you don't need the pills, then why convince yourself you do? I don't know. Work. What would happen to a kid if nobody ever told him he was different? You know? What would happen to a kid if nobody ever told him he was sick? I mean, he might just figure it out. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel in that regard. But circling back around to that purpose the next day, what do you think that you want out of life, Alex? And don't give me the, well, I want to have a successful music career. I mean, what do you want out of life?
Meaning?
That's pretty broad. What scenario would you think that you would be satisfied in? And listeners, you can tell me too, but Alex is the only one that can respond right now.
So you want me to tell you which scenario I would want to be in without mentioning music?
I mean, does it involve it? Like your true answer. Like, where do you think you'd be happy?
Orgy.
I'm crying. That was so funny.
Siri.
Chest pains. All right.
Where's my Xanax?
Chest pains.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just meaning the whole feeling like I'm making a difference somewhere, somewhat. That kind of ties into the music thing a little bit.
Yeah.
Just that's one reason why I kind of like customer service, because you can truly make someone's day at least once a day.
Yeah.
Even if it's something little like, oh yeah, I can cover your coffee today or whatever, something little like that goes a long way.
Yeah. So you wanna help people almost. You want to make an impact on lives.
Yeah, even though I fucking hate everybody.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
I want to be a part of a charity that is very large and very helpful. And then when people interview me about it, like, oh, what made you want to start the helping people for others charity? I want to be like, I don't know, I fucking hate everybody, but I don't know.
Seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm in that same boat. I mean, I'm antisocial, and I find most people annoying. I even find myself annoying. I'm just kind of stuck with me. But at the same time, I don't really like knowing that other people are hurting or they're going through struggles. And that's why I get so visceral when it comes to people doing things that harm themselves. It's like, can't we just do something else, please? Thanks. I don't like knowing that people are just slowly killing themselves with medication that granted, doctors, physicians, psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever, they all have doctorates, but you got to consider, they learned regurgitated information from people that profited before them. It's not about you necessarily. It's about that guy with the doctor beard that made the money before. I mean, you can't know that all of their intentions were good. Some people wanted to discover the thing for the money, so they just rushed it. And now you're going to have some other side effect that could make you feel even worse in a different way. I don't know. No, I give a shit about people, but also keep away. Arm's length. Thank you. I like you, but I'm not always able to pretend that I care about what you have to say.
This is a jumping subject a bit.
Yeah, why not?
I had a really rough day today at work.
Oh, God. What happened? Sheila again?
Well, no, nothing in particular. It's just the week before Christmas and customer service. It was kind of rough, and for 2 hours, I found myself kind of disassociated from the situation, and I felt like I was very much on autopilot, and not on a good autopilot. It was more angry, quick, get it done autopilot.
I would say that was the same for me as today. And I'm also in customer service, for those of you wondering.
Yeah. We've addressed the fact that we are in customer service a lot.
Yeah. But I'm still in customer service, even with a new job.
I never said you were.
No, I and then you start to get frustrated, right? That disassociated feeling makes you feel cold, and you're like, it's kind of like the person comes up to you and says, I'm trying to think of an example from a gas station. I'd like 2 packs of Newports. And you're like, I'd like 2 packs of Newports. Of course you fucking would. Here you go. Get out of here. Smoke them up, Johnny.
Yeah. No, that's pretty on the nose, actually. Yeah.
Or, for instance, and I'm not gonna be specific. I work for a financial center, which is a bank in layman's terms, right? And I know financial center is not like big words, but I don't care. I don't care shit. But anyways, it's like I'd like 5 20s and 6 10s and 4 5s and only 18 ones. You've given me $300. So what will the rest be? I don't know. You decide. That's not how this works.
Oh yeah, that drives me.
Or like I want $1,000 in Yukon Jack money. It's like only pennies. What? Yes. And then you bring it to them, and you're like, "I've got your $1,000 in Yukon Jack money." Oh, sorry. Can I have 300 in Canadian? What?
We have Canadian.
Your $1,000 in Yukon Jack money is only worth $2.50. Oh, well, I'm gonna need to change that. Oh, and then they get mad at you, like you did something wrong. I'm making shit up. Yukon Jack's a liquor.
I kind of got that.
Did you? I didn't. I didn't even realize I was naming the name of a liquor at first, and I work in a liquor establishment as well.
I got what you were getting at.
Yeah, it's like sometimes, I don't know, they ask for something specific, you get them that something specific, and then they get mad at you for getting that something specific.
I feel like you jumped the subject, but yeah.
No, entitlement. I just can't handle entitlement. Because then it gets disassociative, and I'm just like, you know what, Barbara? Fuck you.
Fuck you and your daughter.
Get behind this counter. You, come here. No, don't walk away now. No, you leave your walker. Leave your walker. Come back here. You get behind the counter.
Barbara.
I'll watch you. You count it. I'm sorry, this is a Chuck E. Cheese check. We can't cash a Chuck E. Cheese check. Well, why can't you cash a Chuck E. Cheese check? The other thing did the cash a Chuck E. Cheese check. Oh, were you at Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah. Well, that's why they cashed a Chuck E. Cheese check. Anyways, that's what I'm saying.
Well, oh, my God. But what I was getting at was there was a good half hour where I felt like I really wanted to just scream.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really rough. And the worst part is like no one can tell you're having that issue at all. So everyone else is just like, all right, yeah, you good? Yeah, you're good. And it's like you want to be like, no, I'm not good. Jesus.
You know what? You know what's the worst? Is when a customer comes in after you've already been beaten down, right?
Right.
And you're barely holding it together. And they look you in the eye. And then you feel like there's this slight smile on their face, like they fucking know. And then they're like, oh, by the way, I'm going to do this. And you're like, all right, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Because they know. They look you in the eye and they fucking know, and they do it anyways. And then you just have to, and usually with customer service, it translates into like a smirk and then like a laugh to yourself. Like, not even like a ha-ha laugh, but kind of like a, give me a second, just 1 second, I'll be right back. That kind of laugh.
For me, it's either that or I will get really stoic still and I will just say one word. You want to know what that word is?
Okay.
Well, okay, 2 words. Okay, and yeah.
Yeah.
So if let's say someone is doing the whole, let me get 2 packs of Newports, let me get 3 Lotto 47s, let me get 2 cartons of Camels, and like every 3 things that they say, I'm just like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just pile it on. You might as fucking well.
Yep. It's just like keep piling it on. Yep. Anything else? Yep.
Little bit deeper, John.
I think you forgot your Canadian dollar at home.
No, it feels okay. I mean, I don't say yet. Like me, I run my mouth. You know that. I have a trouble not saying what I'm thinking, so I have to say it in a different way. So my only recourse is to repeat exactly what they're saying to me out loud.
Right.
So if they like, so if they were like, all right, I want 2 packs of Newports, I'd be like, okay, so that's 2 packs of Newports. And like, I say it like, are you really going to say something else? Are you really going to say something else? Are you sure? I try to make them feel bad about what they're saying.
Oh, me too.
So I'm like, all right, so that's 2 pack of Newports. Oh, and I'll take 2 Playboy magazines and 2 Playboy magazines. Is that right? I try to make it as difficult for them as possible.
I did yesterday.
It slows them down a little bit.
Yesterday, I did something similar. This lady, I counted how many times she kept adding on because she kept pausing after each thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, anything else? And she kept adding more and more. So it started off with, let me get a pack of Newports. Okay, anything else? And let me get a lighter. Okay, anything else? And I'm going to get 2 Lotto 47s. All right, anything else? Yeah, I'm going to get 9 times. With a line. And they all see me doing this, and I'm doing this on purpose of like, anything else?
Yeah.
Yep, let me get 3 scratch off $3. And then the best part was I said it one more time and she didn't say anything. So I'm like, I get the last thing, whatever it was. I'm like, anything else?
Dead silent. Ah, dude.
Dead silent. And then I say it again, like, anything else? And she's like, no. Like, are you annoyed at me?
Maybe she was trying to like please you. Like, oh god, this guy wants me to buy something else. What? The tires on that guy's car. Can I get those? What do you want from me?
Maybe I was acting like the chick from Dude, Where's My Car? And then?
No, and then. Ow. All right. Yeah, that's funny though. I think we bitched about our jobs enough, but yeah. I fell upstairs today twice in the same morning. Getting ready for work, no less. So I limped to work. It was great.
Is that where you think you got your fluidly legs?
What? Oh, my knee? Yeah, no, that's definitely where it came from. Yeah.
Your fluidly knees made out of fluid.
I caught my toe going up the stairs, running with a handful of clothes. And
why are
then,
you running with clothes?
Because I had to get ready for work, and I had 10 minutes. But the fact of the matter is, I cracked my toenail on my big toe, and then my shin, as well as my knee, hit the stairs. And then I had to run back downstairs and then run back upstairs after that. But the second time, it happened again. And at that point, I'm already like, son of a bitch, motherfucker. And I was like, this had to happen. This had to motherfucking happen. I was like, I didn't know better. I like I was just yelling because I was so mad that I played myself twice in the same morning. Nearly hobbled myself. It was pretty funny. Because then I still had to get dressed with a messed up leg and a bleeding toe. And I got to work late on top of that, and I said, do you really want to know how my morning's going? That's not how I said it, but I could have said it that way, and they would have understood. Anyways, that was my morning. On top of all the crazy Christmas requests at work. Yeah.
It's funny how in Michigan, it's the Michigan winter. You would think that I would get up a little bit earlier so I can defrost my car and and all that. Nope.
No.
Nope. I have to be at work at 7 a.m. and I get out of bed at 6:30. I run outside. I scrape off the whatever, and of course that doesn't do it yet because it still has to warm up and defrost. And and I make it work.
Yeah.
We have this little parking lot area where I live, and I kind of just like circle that a little bit so it warms up the engine a little bit. And yeah,
any more brain busters?
Any more brain busters?
Any more tips and tricks from the Alex Meister?
Oh no, don't do any of this. This is all horrible. Just wake up earlier and be an adult.
I refuse.
Patrick?
We're all right. Everybody's okay.
Did you just jump off your building or something?
No, I was just so furious about all this being an adult talk. No, I dropped the phone. It was horrible.
My heart sank a little bit. I thought it was like, yep, that was it, and you just jumped.
How fucking like savage would that be? There's another word I hate. Savage. Yeah. How Randy Savage would that be?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
If I had just jumped off a building during our phone during our podcast. And that was it. That was the fucking end.
Well, Patrick just left the building. I think that's the end of the podcast now. I got to make some phone calls. Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you next time, probably.
What's funnier is they would probably play it at my funeral. like, this is the last time Patrick was seen alive or heard alive. All right. Ignore all the expletives. Okay. All right. So he cursed 5 religions. All right. All right. So he's probably not going to heaven. I mean, let's be honest. Plus, he jumped off a building. What?
Mark Maron has this interesting bit where he talks about texting and driving. And he said, it's so fucking stupid because what you say there is going to last forever, and it's always going to be something fucking stupid. and they said, and he did the scenario of like, he sent out a text right before he died because he was texting and driving. You know what he said? And they're like, no, what? He said, fuck him, LO.
Yeah.
And that was the last thing he ever
Wise
said.
Wise words.
Fuck him, LO.
Hopefully you guys weren't taken out of it because I dropped my recording device.
Oh, I was. I'm still recovering.
Damn it. No, what was I saying? I'll wear your suits and I'll play your game, but I don't have to be an adult doing it. Anyways. We hope you're enjoying the podcast, all of you listening to episode 13. We love you. I mean, welcome to the conversation. Am I right? Emphasis on the con. Vic. Anyways.
I feel like this has been our most casual conversation.
It's real. It's raw. It's unedited.
Unedited.
No,
Welcome to Unedited with your host, Patrick, and his sidekick, Alex. Why do you say sidekick? I don't know. Don't ask, don't tell.
Guys, this is what happens when the kids that played with Beyblade grow up. They create a podcast that no one listens to. and if you listen to it, God bless you. God bless America. Patriotism's okay, you know? It's not synonymous with white nationalism. Okay. Roll up my sleeves a little bit here.
We gotta make these last 10-ish minutes really spicy. We gotta make
Shut up, Mom. You're ruining it.
Hey, I'm just trying to make sure you do a good podcast, okay, Johnny?
Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Point is, guys, sometimes we say things and they don't make any sense, and that's fine, because guess what? This is unedited. I'm going to say it again to plug. The plug is in. The light is on. All right? I'm Patrick, and this is Alex, and we're unedited, and this is what it is. All right? You understand? This is all it is. And I mean, maybe someday we'll be more relevant, but whatever. Yeah.
This is it. This is real. This is raw. This is emotional.
This is News Channel 10.
This is disrespectful. This is respectful. This is insightful. This is despiteful. This is reciprocal. This is circulatory.
This is that movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. How did it fucking end? We don't know.
It's a dream. I swear it's a dream.
Actually, I watched this theory video, and it said that he actually was awake. Because something to do with that one guy's character in the airport.
Can I be honest?
What?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
That movie bored the shit out of me.
Yeah. But Leonardo DiCaprio's cool. I mean, I'm glad I'm glad he survived that boat sinking.
He was the best part, and like everyone else was okay, but like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I still couldn't tell you what his purpose was.
I mean, he had to like organize the kick.
But why?
Wait, we shouldn't spoil that movie for those of the people that have still not seen Inception.
Dreidel, I made you out of clay.
Dreidel. With you, I will play. I think that's how it goes. In December. Have you guys watched SNL? It's getting really political lately.
It's always been political.
Yeah, but it's like I get that there's always been politicians that they've made fun of, right? And it's always been political, but I feel like nowadays it's more of a they're less concerned with what people think nowadays. They're just like, we're going to run this because this is what we believe, you know? As opposed to when they were just like doing it for fun. Now they're like getting really into it, you know what I mean? They're trying to be serious, and it's not meant to be serious. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think it's a largely Democratic liberal cast.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like now it's like if your favorite comedian all of a sudden was like, no, I'm running for office. Like, no more jokes. Now I'm just going to like push my own agenda. It's like, but you used to be funny. It's like, no, now I'm pushing my own agenda. Oh, okay. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like it's not about the jokes anymore.
You kind of push the analogy in the wrong direction. It's like if that comedian has this routine about work and family, but then all of a sudden he actually starts talking about politics. And it's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm talking about politics because that's what I really want to talk about." Oh well, we like the other stuff. Well, I'm going to talk about politics now.
I guess, yeah, maybe that's more accurate.
Because if a comedian stops being a comedian and is a politician, then he has every right to do that.
Yeah.
But if a comedian who makes his living on jokes about work and family starts saying, the Democrats are fucked.
Oh my God. Dude.
What?
You know who Avril Lavigne is?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That song, Skater Boy. There's this meme on Facebook now. I know Facebook's for old people. Fuck off. Whatever. There's this meme on Facebook now where Avril Lavigne's lyric is, the he was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? Right? And it was like 10 years ago. What a strange time we lived in. Where he was a boy and she was a girl. That's one I can get behind. I thought that was funny.
Such a weird concept.
Yeah, why would he be a boy and she be a girl? Whoa, wacky. You want me to stop? Well, isn't that just fantastic? In other news. Yeah, remember that video? God damn it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't.
Don't deny your truth.
I have not seen it. I don't even really recognize the song.
It's not a song.
Skater Boy?
Oh, no. No, I jumped onto another thing. I'm sorry. Some people will get it, and some people won't, I guess. So, we are nearing the hour mark, folks, and we're going to try to keep it to that. Alex, highlights? I mean, what did we do? I mean, I'm sorry for being so random, and I probably said some things I regret. And let me get on the podium right now and apologize, but also probably if I said it, I meant it. Maybe not in the way that you think I did, but yeah, it is what it is. Alex?
Wait, what am I asking? What?
You're not asking anything. I'm saying that can you think of anything that you'd like to remark on from tonight's conversation? Anything significant or noteworthy that you think we can work on, maybe improve upon, or?
Yeah, I need to work on my album a little bit. I just need to finish that one song, and I gotta do the other thing, and yeah.
Okay. Do you know why I sound like a TV show host on our podcast here? Do you know why? It's because your name is Alex. Yes, I'm blaming my demeanor on your name. How's the weather, Alex? You have such a field reporter name, dude.
This is our reporter in the field, Alex. How's it going, Alex?
Well, as you can clearly see, the rainfall is going down the hill. It is, oh my God, it is covering everything. It is covering, as you can clearly see, this dog is dead. I killed this dog myself, I drowned it, and oh my God, this is really going wrong.
All right, Alex. All right, everybody. That was Alex. He's out in the field. He's on the ground.
As soon as you can, because I will come down there and I will murder everyone. Please exit the studio before I get there.
He's a little sore about not getting the anchor position. He's all right, though, isn't he?
I'm very sore because I worked in this goddamn studio for 40 fucking years, and that's right, I'm 62 years old, and I'm still out in the goddamn field killing dogs and homeless people all fucking day, and I'm just waiting to become anchor, and you just would not let me become anchor. You had to give it to Brett Kavanaugh because Brett Kavanaugh had to sleep with my daughter, and I'm gonna have to kill Brett Kavanaugh.
I can't even go near that one, dude. What is that? No, you actually brought politics into it. You actually made it political, and I don't have an opinion.
Let me stress the fact that I had no idea where I was going with any of that. I have no idea if that was accurate towards anything.
Dude.
I just used the name Brett Kavanaugh for some reason.
Because nobody will stop talking about it. Do you know that you can get in trouble nowadays for not having an opinion?
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. It's like somebody's like, oh yeah, man, what do you think about Brett Kavanaugh? Do you think he did it? Do you think she's lying? Do you think she's a whore? And then you're like, actually, I don't really care. And they're like, wow, that's fucked up, man. It's like, really? That's fucked up that I don't have an opinion? It's like, yeah, because if you don't care, then you support rapists. And it's like, that's not how this works. I'm allowed to not care about a situation that had nothing to do with me. Like,
pretty much, yeah.
Or, and that's maybe a dramatic example, but like, do you think it's okay that Donald Trump said this? And it's like, oh yeah, no, I don't care about any of that. I don't care if he did, and I don't care if he didn't. It's like, so then you think it's okay that Donald Trump said this? And it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I just don't care about it either way, if he did or didn't. But then,
you gotta do the Kyle's mom thing. What?
Did I sound like Kyle?
No, I was saying his
okay.
mom.
What? How about Robot Chicken, though? That was a thing.
Speaking of Robot Chicken, you should check out Buckethead. Everyone here should check out Buckethead.
Why are you plugging Buckethead?
Because Buckethead's amazing.
Are you, like, secretly Buckethead?
Dude, if I was secretly Buckethead, I'd be bragging that I'm Buckethead.
All right, back to you, Alex.
Yeah, I'm in the field right now, and I am Buckethead. I am playing guitar and killing chickens and making an album every day. It's all good. I wish I wasn't out in the field, but they didn't trust me in the studio because I freaked them out. Yeah.
Anyways, you sound like you're under a bucket. You sound like you're under a bucket instead of over a barrel. That's good.
Hurdy-gurdy.
A hurdy-gurdy man. Anyways,
I feel rambling man. I got to gambling man.
I think we're all about tapped out, folks. Well, I think we might be calling it about this time.
Could you do that one more time?
Do what one more time?
Whatever that fucking was just now.
That was kind of like an auctioneer, maybe.
Are you talking about Elmer Fudd?
No. That's actually that's Porky Pig. Actually,
they're same thing.
They're not. Elmer Fudd is more like I can't even remember. That part of my childhood has died. Anyways, let's call it though.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting ready for sleepies.
We ought to call it. I mean, in all fairness, I think we've abused the people's ears enough. I mean, we love you all. And honestly, I don't want this channel or this podcast to be discriminatory based on people's beliefs. If you feel differently than Alex or I do, that's totally fine. Like, I mean, barring certain issues. I mean, if you're like into really fucked up shit, then, go away. But like, I mean, I'm talking fucked up shit. If you would be arrested for what you're talking about, and you're totally fine with it, then no, you don't have our support. But if you have a difference of opinion, you're more than welcome to listen, to participate. I mean, as long as we can all be civil, then why can't people just get along? I mean, even if we have different opinions. Like, we don't want one type of person to not come to our channel. We don't want, we don't want a bunch of assholes either. You know what I'm saying? So bring your enemy and bring your friend. Come along on the magic bus ride.
I agree.
Did you hear it? Yeah, you in the back. Did you hear it?
Hey, Matt. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Get up out of your seats.
It's necessary. This is necessary.
Nah, man, this is episode 13. All right, everybody.
All right.
Have a good night. We appreciate you playing along and listening in. Chat at us on the Facebooks or the Twitters or the Instagrams or the Snapchats, because we have all of those things.
This is Unedited signing off.
And listen to our old podcasts as well and all our new ones. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.